Hey everyone, today we're going to talk a little bit about the MSC Meraviglia. I'm going to give you some details just in case you're thinking about sailing on this beautiful ship, which is currently positioned in Brooklyn, New York, and does sailings to Bermuda, as well as Florida and the Bahamas. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, Johnny from Byte Size Cruises. Welcome to our channel. We are a travel agency trying to give you the best information possible about cruising, so that you can plan to go on an amazing cruise vacation. Today we're talking all about the MSC Meraviglia. We're going to be going on this ship in just a few days. So we'd like to give you a little overview of the cruise ship in case you're thinking about sailing on her. She is a ship that is about 8 years old now. It was ordered in 2014, launched in 2016. Remember, we had a couple years there where no one sailed during the pandemic, so it is still a fairly young ship. It is 171,000 gross tons, holds 5,642 passengers at double capacity. There are 1,600 crew members. There are 2,200 staterooms, and the length of this ship is 1,036 feet. Its max speed is 22.8 knots, which is about 25 miles an hour. Let's get into what exactly is on this ship. One of the coolest things I think on this ship is that it has a carousel lounge, which is almost like a Cirque du Soleil lounge. They do two shows in there. They do a Houdini one and they do a rock circus one in there. Both of those shows are tremendous. We've sailed on Meraviglia before. I think those are real kind of spotlights for this ship and this particular build of MSC. A lot of these standard production shows on MSC are just okay. They're still getting their feet when it comes to doing all the production shows. One of the things I do love is that they still have a lot of singers and dancers and musicians on board, which a lot of other cruise lines have gone away from. So they do have a traditional theater as well, where they do production shows almost every evening. If we start off down on the deck 4 area, you have just some main dining rooms there. You have the Waves dining room, you have the excursions area, there's an infinity bar down there, and the business center on deck 4. That's really it. There's not a ton going on deck 4 and deck 5. And then if you come up and jump up to deck 6, this is going to be one of your main decks. You're going to get the Panorama restaurant. You're going to get the other main dining rooms here, the Olivio and Doro dining room. You're going to have the Emotions Immersive Gallery, which is like a photo gallery. The Edge Cocktail Bar. Then you're going to have some shops here, and you're going to kick into the Galleria Meraviglia, which is like your promenade if you were on, say, a Royal Caribbean ship. Very similar design to that type of ship where there's a main drag there. There's a beautiful LED roof on the promenade area there, the Galleria, which does shows on it all during the day. The theater is also on this deck, again with more bars and lounges. There's a chocolate and crepe restaurant here. It's just a beautiful, beautiful area. Ocean Key, the restaurant, is on this deck as well. There's a ton of things to do, and the promenade is actually 2 floors. So when we take it up to deck 7, which kind of overlooks that Galleria area, you have the Carousel Lounge at the back of deck 7. Next to that is your casino. You then have the Champagne Bar, which is a great area to hang out right before a show if you want to grab a drink. You're going to get Kaito Teppanyaki and Sushi, Butcher's Cut up there, the Brass Anchor Pub, as well as the TV studio and bar, which is where they do a lot of trivia and games and things like that. The spa is also on this level. It is a fairly large spa. They do have a thermal area as well. If you are in the Aria, if you're an Aria guest, you get to go into the spa and into that thermal area complimentary. Deck 8 up through the next few decks are going to be all guest decks until we get all the way up. We're going to keep jumping all the way up the ship here. They don't have the deck 13 phobia that we have. Theirs is deck 17, so they don't have a deck 17. Really interesting when you start looking at ships from different countries and around the world to see what they have, what their little things are, until you get all the way up to 15, where we have the Marketplace Buffet, which is absolutely huge. This is also going to be your main pool deck. So you have your pool here, your bamboo pool, and that stuff going on deck 15. As you jump up to 16, you're going to have the solarium with the solarium pool, and then you're going to have the Sportsplex towards the back of the ship, the Horizon Amphitheater and the Horizon Pool at the very back of the ship. You have your games arcade here, your walking track. All of those fun things are on deck 16. Remember, no deck 17. And then deck 18 up there, you're going to have your, there is a mini club up there for the kids, the Sportsplex for the kids, the Attic Club, the Teen Club. There's a sun deck up there, and the Sky Lounge is up there. When you get to the other end of the ship, this is where you're going to start seeing the Yacht Club features. So you're going to have the Yacht Club on 18, 17, 18, and 19, which is actually 16, so 16, 18, and 19. You do have the water slides and all on 19 towards the back of the ship, with the bridge that overlooks everything, and then the top 19 solarium for Aria guests and suite guests only. And then of course the Yacht Club deck, where the Yacht Club has their pool area, and the Yacht Club has their own little buffet up there, which is really, really beautiful. That is the extent of the MSC Meraviglia. There are a ton of specialty dining restaurants, as we talked about on there. You have sushi and teppanyaki. You have Butcher's Cut, which is your steakhouse, Ocean K, which is your seafood restaurant, and Hola Tacos and Cantina, which is your Mexican restaurant. There is a chocolate factory, so to speak, on board the ship. They are making chocolates. There are crepes there. There are just a ton of great things to do on this ship. The water slides, multiple pools, solariums, a lot of indoor and outdoor. We're going to be going on this ship in December out of New York. So even when it's a little cold, you do have the solarium and solarium pool there to kind of shield yourself from that. And of course, the Galleria area is all enclosed. So there are a ton of things to do indoor as well. Let me know if you have any questions at all on the MSC Meraviglia. Over the next few weeks, we're going to bring to you a ship tour. We're going to bring to you vlogs, specialty dining, entertainment reviews, and the whole 9 yards. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Happy cruising. Bye.